What began as coverage of a local school board meeting tonight has grown into a question of accessibility and the freedom of the press that's gaining statewide attention. Two mothers concerned about bullying in the Greene County schools were the focus of a series of news reports by News Channel 11 over the past few weeks. Our effort to cover the story at a meeting last night in Greenville was limited by an abrupt decision by the Greene County School Board to prohibit video cameras in that public meeting. News Channel 11's Kylie McGivern found out the director of schools today is standing by the decision.
This happened to her, not me. I'm her voice.
1 month after two mothers voiced their concerns over bullying and harassment within Greene County schools, we decided to follow their journey to this month's board meeting, where Kristen Sirianni and Melissa Bryant were approved to speak once again before the board. But this was as far as our cameras were allowed. Just before the meeting started, Board Chairman Nathan Brown greeted me with a copy of a policy that bans camcorders, cameras, or other photographic equipment without the board's consent. I then began taking pictures and tweeting details from within the meeting, catching the attention of the Tennessee Coalition for Open Government.
A video camera is a standard news gathering tool and it should not be banned from a public meeting simply because an elected official didn't like the way they appeared on the camera or didn't like the soundbite that a reporter chose. My concern would be that the policy that the school board has on cameras appears to give the board this really broad latitude to decide basically who they want covering their meeting and how.
The policy includes a legal reference to an opinion from the Attorney General. When I contacted the state's Open Records Council, she cited a more recent opinion, which addresses that very reference.
The reason needs to be related to an issue about public safety or public welfare and or the ability of the governing body to conduct an orderly or efficient meeting. And outside of those parameters, the AG's opinion doesn't really address another reason why it would be okay for a governing body to restrict a person's ability to bring in camera equipment.
The Tennessee School Board Association stance is what happens in school boards stays in school boards. Quote, what goes on at their board meeting is completely up to them. We have no authority to tell them how to do anything. What they do is their prerogative, end quote. Someone that is taking issue, school board member Deborah Johnson.
I am not happy about that.
Both she and Kathy Austin say they knew nothing about the camera ban until watching our later report.
The public needs to see and hear the business that we're conducting because we're their representatives. And if we did not want people to hear what we're saying or see what we're doing, then we shouldn't have run for a public office.
As for other school board members, I have yet to receive a response. So what's next?
The AG's opinion says that this could be considered a violation of the Open Meetings Act. And for those purposes, yes, there could be a lawsuit that could be filed.
Kylie McGivern, News Channel 11, in your corner.
Now, Director of Schools Dr. Vicki Kirk had this to say about the board's video camera ban, quote, we were following our policy last night, a policy that was provided to us by the Tennessee School Boards Association. Kirk said in an email today, quote, I have spoken with 3 attorneys today myself, one at TSBA or the Tennessee School Board Association, Lionel Green, Chuck Cagle, board attorney, and Roger Woolsey, county attorney, and they disagree. They state that it is within our right to limit videotaping during a board meeting. Mr. Green states that the Attorney General opinions on this are not in conflict with our policy, end quote.